Here's another EG Media Group production.
Create, connect, convert.
This is the Small Business Monthly Expo podcast.
The best source for business owners, from entrepreneurs to corporations.
We're here to help your business grow throughout the Midwest and the nation.
Now, here's your host, Jim Wright.
This is the Small Business Monthly Expo podcast, the region's #1 business conference, trade show, and networking event. We're just thrilled to be here talking to some real business leaders in the area and learning about what they do and why they do it. We have to take a short break. You could follow us at sbmon.com.
When the Small Business Monthly Expo podcast returns, Jim will be speaking with Aimee Tedoni from Awaken With Aimee.
Hi, I'm Julia with Small Business Monthly St. Louis. We'd like to invite you to join us for the St. Louis Business Expo and Business Growth Conference at the St. Charles Convention Center. Not only is this the largest business-to-business expo in the Midwest, but business owners and key employees can gain months' worth of valuable contacts and clients in just a few hours. And the best part is, it's all free. To register, visit stlexpo.com or call us at 314-569-0076. Thanks, and I'll see you at the St. Louis Business Expo and Business Growth Conference.
Join us for the next Small Business Monthly Expo, November 1st, 2022.
This is Jim Wright. We are doing a podcast here, and one of the persons that came in to look at the expo is Aimee Tedoni. Aimee is the owner of Awaken With Aimee, and she is a parent, an educator, and a relationship expert. I love the word expert.
That's
you?
right.
Yeah. So tell me about Awaken With Aimee.
So Awaken With Aimee is conscious parenting. It focuses on the parent as the portal for change. So in this dynamic, we focus on the parent, not the child. It's all about the parent. So the tagline for my business is, I'm going to help you create connection before correction, because it's about the parent's inner child, inner wounds, and childhood trauma. So if we unpack the parent's suitcase of all that trauma, the children don't have to carry it for their lifetime.
Well, that's good. I know so many times when friends come to me and say my child is doing this or that and they need to change. Well, a lot of times I think parent maybe needs to change a few things too. Is that what you do? Change the parent?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's working on the parent, working on the inner terrain of the parent.
Okay.
Once the inner terrain is healed, and we heal those inner child wounds and wounds from our own childhood that are open and weeping, then we connect to ourselves.
Okay.
Then when we're connected to ourselves, we can connect with our children.
How long is that process?
Typically, the client commits for a 3 to 6 month process, because my approach is different in the dynamic that it's not like traditional therapy. So it's not therapy, it's coaching. But it's also not the traditional style where you sit on the couch for a year or two and then you finally have a breakthrough and then you say, oh, okay, well, now what do I do with that?
So are there a lot of people like you in Missouri?
No, I'm the only one
only
certified
one.
with these teachings.
Great.
The only person in the state of Missouri certified with these teachings.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
where do you learn this?
So the approach is, let me go back to the approach and
Okay.
let's talk about that.
All right.
So the approach is Eastern philosophy and Western psychology blended.
Okay.
So we take both of those dynamics, bringing it to the present moment. So that's why we can start healing quickly, typically 3 to 6 months.
Wow. That is fast.
Yeah.
So you work with triggers and connections. Can you explain that to me?
So we'll talk about triggers first.
Okay.
So the triggers are something that's inside us where we get activated. So we tell our child to get ready for bed. It's 8:30. We say, come on, let's go get ready for bed. And then the child says, no, I'm going to play with blocks. No, I'm going to play with blocks now.
Sure.
I'm not getting ready for bed. That's stupid. And then all of a sudden, we feel
You can
agitated.
feel your blood pressure rise.
Right.
Yeah.
Our heart's pounding. We start to yell, or we start to throw things, or we start to become physical, whatever the trigger may be. That's the trigger.
We have our own little fit.
That's right. It's called an adult temper tantrum.
There you go. All right.
That's exactly what it is.
And what are the connections?
So connections are, we work on connecting before we have to correct. So there's 2 different situations. So we can connect. We can say, okay, Johnny, I understand. I don't want to go to bed either, man. I want to play blocks and I want to play He-Man all night. I want to play G.I. Joe. I wish we could stay up all night and play that, but we really can't. We'd be really tired tomorrow, wouldn't we? So we empathize. Then we connect.
Yeah.
then the child says, yeah, I get it. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for bed.
Yeah, well,
Instead of, I told you 2 times now. What did I tell you the first time? Get up, put the toys away, get to bed. Do it now.
that seems to be my parenting style. But anyway, you also work with the ego.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So the ego is typically the mother's voice that's inside our head. That is a coping mechanism that is developed in early childhood. Typically, the ego develops at the age of 7, and that's the voice inside our head saying, we're not worthy, we're not good enough, we're full of lack, we're full of guilt. You know, whatever the case may be, whatever the way that our mother spoke to us when we were a child.
Sure.
I told you to shut up and go to bed. You're so dumb. Can't you hear?
And we're so concerned about kids at school bullying our children, and yet we're sort of doing that at home ourselves.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. When there's a bully in the school or the classroom, it's almost positively that child is bullied at home.
Yeah.
And that's how they learn that. It's
wow.
just a repetitive pattern. So when the child is bullied in the home, he has no release or no exit or no safe place inside home. So he goes to school and bullies other people. So we do to others what is done to us.
So does it take role play on the parent's part to learn how to handle this correctly?
Yes. Yes.
And did you teach us how to do that? Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Great. What brought you to the expo today? It seems like, are you here looking for clients, or are you here just to see what other business people are doing?
That's right. I'm here to do both. I'm here to find my ideal client. My avenue for that is connection. So people have to trust me, to trust their story.
Sure. If there was a takeaway for our audience today, what would that be?
Pain is the only portal. So when you're in the fire pit, when you're down in the inferno, and you just can't take it anymore,
Yes.
go ahead and reach out to me.
All right.
I'm there to connect with you.
Sure. And that's for child issues. What about weight loss and things like that? Can people contact you for that too? Or is there some inner being in us saying you need to be fat?
No, that just keeps us safe.
Yes.
That voice inside our head that says, stay fat.
Yeah.
Nobody will look at you. Stay fat. Nobody will want you.
Yeah.
That's a safe place for us.
Sure.
It's a coping mechanism.
Okay.
So yes, I do also offer weight loss coaching.
Okay, great.
Yes.
One last question. Is there anything else that you would like our audience to know?
It's never too late.
Okay.
There's no judgment. There's no blame. There's no finger pointing. No one's perfect. No one's perfect.
Yeah.
We've all been there. We've all done it.
And you do this face-to-face, and you also do it, I understand, over the internet to help people understand what's going on, or helping people to contact you.
Yes, I do in-home visits for the parent who is struggling, for the parent who is co-parenting,
Okay.
who doesn't have any outside help from family.
Sure.
I'll come to your home and help you.
Perfect.
I do virtual visits. Yes.
Thank you. If we want to do a virtual visit, how do we get a hold of you, or a phone number also?
You can access my website at www.awakenwithaimee, and Aimee is AIMEE.com. So it's awakenwithaimee.com, or you can call me at 314-934-9253.
Aimee, it's been a pleasure talking with you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jim.
You
Likewise.
bet. All right. Coming up, we're going to have a quick conversation with Ron Aimlin, the president of the St. Louis Small Business Monthly, when we get back.
Now a word from our sponsor.
This episode brought to you by Prescription Fitness. Prescription Fitness offers small group workouts in a non-intimidating environment designed specifically for overweight individuals. All workouts include modifications to keep everyone moving. Contact us for a free consultation and free workout. For more information, go to prxfittraining.com.
You want to be an exhibitor at our next Business Expo and Business Growth Conference.
Not only is this the largest business-to-business expo in the Midwest, business owners and key employees can gain months' worth of clients and contacts in just a few hours.
With over 20 seminars and keynote speakers,
This is a can't-miss event for hundreds of business owners.
types of industries that exhibit,
Health insurance,
design services,
credit bureaus,
credit cards,
employee incentives,
business coaches.
just to name a few.
If you'd like more information on how you can be an exhibitor at the next Business Expo and Business Growth Conference,
Go to stlouisbusinessexpo.com.
one day,
A lifetime of change.
Ready to explore St. Louis in a unique, hassle-free way? How about on an innovative 3-wheeled electric trike with Trike STL guided tours, a self-balancing and battery-assisted machine that's also low impact on your body and fun. Visit TrikeSTL.com or call 314-4TRIKKE.
Join the celebration of National Small Business Week. The U.S. Small Business Administration honors the innovators who take a risk on an idea, invest in their communities, and create jobs. Small businesses make our neighborhoods vibrant places to live and work, and fuel our nation's economic strength. What are the businesses that make your community great? Let us know at #SmallBusinessWeek.
I have with me right now with Small Business Monthly is Ron Aimlin, this expo that you have. Tell me what the importance of having a booth at this expo is.
It's really about exposure. You have to expose yourself to people who are interested in your products and services, and that's the folks that will be here at the expo on November 1st. So one, it's that exposure. And then we have sponsorship packages, and here some of the best reasons to join in and with some of our sponsorship packages is even more exposure. We put your logo on all the materials, the event tickets, the PowerPoints, you get an opportunity to speak. We also match that with some advertising in the Small Business Monthly. So again, we're increasing that exposure, increasing the views and the information that you're going to get out to folks who are interested in your products and services. So it's all about that exposure. I think the sponsorship packages we have do a great job of really exposing our vendors and our sponsors to these great companies that come through looking for businesses just like them. We had a vendor who got $1 million contract at this show. So, I mean, they're there, they're out there. Yeah. It's just we need to expose these vendors to those folks.
Ron, what is the best way to be a sponsor of this program?
We have a couple of different sponsorships. You'll find them at stlexpo.com. There are other opportunities, like you could be the sponsor of the networking area, you can be the bag sponsor. There are so many ways for you to gain that exposure from folks, and the sponsorships really offer you even more of an increased visibility to a lot of the people coming through the show.
We could check out your website at
stlexpo.com.
I don't know how you have the energy, but you do these twice a year. When's the next one?
November 1st, 2022, right here at the St. Charles Convention Center, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're going to have a big stage of speakers, and every 20 minutes we're going to have a different speaker that's going to talk about a variety of business acumens and business ideas and strategies and tips to help our small businesses. And we're going to have all the exhibitors here, and it's going to be a great event.
Well, Ron, you and your staff are sure great examples of helping small business. I want to thank you for what you do for not just the business community, but the whole area. And thank you so much for having us here today and for being here yourself.
Well, thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you for listening to the podcast today, and you can follow us more on sbmon.com. Remember, the Small Business Monthly is the source for business owners.
Here's another AG Media Group production.
Create, connect, convert.